Right then, guys. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a good New Year and a good Christmas. It's time now to start thinking about carp again. Lovely jubbly. It's I ain't a big fan of fishing through the latter the very beginning of December. I'm not a fan of fishing through the very beginning of December unless I'm starting to get signs that the fish are up for it. Now on treating, I will be honest with you, the fish that are getting caught are the fish that have just been stocked. And that's 110% the reason that they're getting caught. They've just been stopped in a new environment. They've no idea on where the natural food is. They've no idea. They've probably not got the weights up from from the last water that they've been on. They've not got the fat reserves up, and if they have, they've probably lost most of that. Believe it, they will have probably lost most of that through the stress of being moved. So that's the reason that they're being caught. Simple as it. That's my own opinion on it, and I genuinely think that's the reason. It's that's not to say that the people fishing for them aren't fishing for them good and still catching them, because you still got to get a rig in right place to catch them. But I do think that them new carp in treat, and they'll be stocked. They were stocked pretty much same time as the bream. And from last time we been down there, I spotted a few carp, and with them carp there was definitely a few big bream with them. Now it makes perfect sense to me that them new carp may have showed up with them bream. Just really, it's when we used to fish at Motlands, we used to say we're tagging along. But some fish tag along with others. They will eventually get on with the carp, but at the minute, it's no good sat at the side of a 25-pound common that sat on the bottom of a pit doing nothing, because it knows that pit and it's fed heavily through late autumn and through the rest of the year. It's got its fat reserves are up. It's no reason to move around. It's already got its fat reserves there. By swimming around, it's using energy, which means it's losing. Every time a fish swims around, it uses energy, which burns up fat reserves. So it's no good it gonna sit at the side of one of them carp that sat on bottom doing nothing. Hence why when I'm seeing them, I'm seeing them with bream. It makes perfect sense to me. Does that? It's the reason that people are having the smaller carp, but they're also saying that they're having snotties. Dean said it as well. Dean said that it had I think something like 3 or 4 big bream and two carp out as well. And that makes perfect sense to me, because last time I was down there, I saw 4 fish, and there were a few carp in amongst with them. There were a decent carp in amongst them as well, but it to my thinking that there'll be newly stocked fish what have just been stocked, and they're hungry. They're looking for food, hence they're getting caught. So it's there's some settled down. You know what I mean? They've been stocked at an all right weight. So nobody's done anything daft like stocking fish at £25 and fucking £28. That's just stupidity. That in my opinion is a fucking pay as you go carping. That you know what I mean? You want a fish that has naturally got that size through the environment it lives in, and it's fed, you've caught it over. It's got that size over a number of years of feeding. So that's just my opinion on that. Now earlier on, I seen a post on Treat and Site about that Dean always catches him. He's a good angler, but I did him some banoffee, I think it was last year, some point last year, and he's had a few fish on him. He's definitely had a few fish on him. He's done well on him. Now he had 2 over there, and straight away the minute I saw that, bong, ears were prowned up, and banoffee. So this week I'm gonna be down on treating, and I'm gonna sling a few out. I think just a few. I'll probably be fishing something like a either a small round one, but to be perfectly honest with you, all my fishing near enough nowadays is all done with barrels. So I'll be fishing them, but I'm also gonna roll this week some banoffee bottom baits. They're going to be next year. Banoffee's coming, could be going to play a big part in Format's menu, because for the simple reason I'm fishing Rother Valley. So and if you're fishing Rother Valley, you need banoffee, simple as, you know what I mean. It's the bait you need on there as far as I'm concerned. It's so that'll be getting rolling. Also a new krill bait that I've got going, but neither of them are gonna be for sale. I ain't gonna be doing that. I want them solely. This year's solely about me catching one fish in that single scale. I want it out at Rother Valley this year, and it's fucking coming out whether it likes it or not. No matter how many hours I have to put in there as well. But I will also be doing a fair bit on treating. But the last time I fished with these on there, we had big common. Twice I had it. Joel had it once. So they love it. They love the banoffee that we roll, and the banoffee we roll, they're different to the ones that you're gonna get off mainline baits. Totally different bait altogether. You've got different things in, different attraction in them to the mainline ones, and it's just small things like rock salt and stuff like that, little bits of attraction like that I think make a big difference. So they're the ones to definitely watch out for, guys. And I've just rolled these now, just after seeing that post off Dean. Now you might notice them spacing it, that's just coke dust. Now I added coke dust for them for one reason, and that was so I can put a bait out there knowing that bait is going to sit out there for a decent length of time, and it's not going to get affected by anything knocking it. Once it takes, Rother Valley is a very deep water, and when I say deep water, I mean it is very, very deep. It's I've had fish personally out of there out 40 odd foot of water. So for them that say that carp don't feed in that water, that's totally put that to sleep as far as I'm concerned. Because the first time I had Scar out of there, when I named fish that fish Scar, that was caught at, I think it was 42 or 44 foot of water, and it was in -2, -3. It was in winter. I think it was around about December, January time, and it tore off it, and it fought really well. And that was the night that I named it Scar, because it had a few scars on it, his flank and everything, and it had one of them hanging from his lip. But hopefully this year's going to be the same. But I will be going big with this on treating as well. I'm already trickling stuff in there. They're the 3 sizes I've just rolled. Now I will be also doing a lot with this on treating banoffee as well. But like again, the feed baits are gonna be just a little bit different. So don't be thinking, if you see success from me on treating early on, and you think I'm gonna get some mainline banoffee, believe me, they ain't the same bait. They ain't the same bait. They're the same smell, but they're not letting the same attraction off at all. You've only got to drop them in a cup of water and test conductivity and stuff like that around them to see what the difference is in them, and it's concentrations of salt and a few other things, aminos and butyric acid and stuff like that, but in levels that it's took me a while to get so the bang on. So that's pretty much the first bait of 2022. So we'll see how we go with them, but I'm really liking them. They look really well. So they're looking spot on. So I'll probably see you on bank, guys. Good luck if you're out fishing, and keep them coming if you have any pictures of bait that I've sold over last year. If you've still got some left and you're still catching like Dean is, post them to me and I'll post them on site. Thanks a lot, guys. See you later.